Grand Rising, Elizabeth. Today is January the 18th, 2024. Time is waiting on no one. So we better be ready to go when it's time to go.
Right.
So, welcome, everybody.
Well,
And we're going to have I love this. There's a woman on TikTok. She's like, I'm going to keep it brief, but I'm going to keep it real. So
I like that.
I sort of in there. So today I actually got a hit as to what to speak about today. So it's a subject we're all familiar with, but we can always do a review. You know, you have to bring a beginner's mind to every conversation. So today we're actually going to talk about self-love.
yeah.
Okay. That's important.
Okay, so we're going to start off from there. And hey, Joy.
Grand Rising.
Okay, hold on. I'm trying to see how I need to set this up, y'all, because I cannot hold the phone the whole time. So I'm going to have a low view. That's fine. I'm going to scroll myself over. So if I start to look funny at any time, let me know, because I don't have myself on here as the oh, maybe I can go to this other page. No, I want to see y'all face. Okay, so let's go, because we only got an hour to see how much time this is actually going to take to deliver, right? So for most of us, self-love is not something that's modeled to us growing up, right? So if you really look in your life, right, how was in your own life, how many of you in your family, it was self-love was modeled to you? Anybody? Okay, so I'm gonna need the people in the witness protection program to come out of the witness protection program, because I'm gonna have to see you so I can engage. I can engage with the beautiful water and the beautiful faces.
Oh, God.
Yeah, okay, it's okay. You can look how you look. Oh, girl, I was on there the other day with a bonnet on, so I was like,
You
y'all
know
what?
what? In answering your question,
Yes,
I think about, I'm looking at my mother. I look at her showing self-love as doing things in the garden, ways that she really relaxed and just really loved what she was doing, So self-love was in a way just activities that they enjoy, I think.
Okay. All right. That's really good. We're going to get that distinguished out.
Okay.
So we can be really clear. Like, yeah, we're going to really get clear about what is self-love and how can we sustain it as a way of being in the world. So who else? How was self-love demonstrated in your home life?
It was
fussing.
Oh, what'd you say, Stacy?
Fussing. Finger pointing.
Oh, finger pointing. Okay.
Fussing.
Okay. All right. That's
Discipline.
good, okay, that's good. Yeah, because we're going to get that cleared up. We're going to get that cleared up in the next 40, 55 minutes. Anybody else? How was self-love shown to you in growing up?
I know it wasn't a conversation to teach me.
Okay, that's good.
It wasn't like that. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Like
okay, that's really good.
I mean, in between bouts of drinking, she would have a very clean house, would cook dinner. Yeah, she really didn't. She was always working out the numbers, so she was always sitting down diddling with at the time it was the races, and then it became the street lottery. So but self-love, no, not really.
Right. So if you really listen to the conversation so far, self-love is a little anemic among us.
Yeah.
Right. So so often, and so what we tend to do from that, we tend to make up on what we think self-love is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
So oftentimes everybody who's coming in, the conversation that we're having today, I can't see people coming in, but the conversation.
Who's on the iPhone? What's your name, sweetie?
My name Leanne. Is it okay or is it messing up?
No, hey Leanne.
No, you're fine.
No,
I
know
just wanted,
Leanne.
I wanted to put your name so we can
Hey
speak your
Leanne,
name.
welcome. Hey,
Thank you.
Leanne.
That's good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey y'all, hey you guys, Leanne is in Atlanta, right? Leanne, you're in Atlanta, right? Oh, she put herself back on mute.
Oh,
I'm pretty
yes,
sure.
I'm in
Just make
Atlanta.
it.
Yes.
Yep, Atlanta. And then Barbara just joined. Barbara is down in Guyana. She's spending the winter on the island.
It's Grenada, Grenada, Grenada.
Grenada. I
Hey,
can't mix up
girl.
Grenada. Welcome, Barbara. So she's
Thank
spending
you,
her
thank
time.
you.
She's bringing that island vibe to us. Somebody got that island vibe for their picture.
I saw that, Joy. Somebody
Yeah,
called Joy. Yes, beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Star got a whatever. Just Star got a picture of it too. So what we're talking about, ladies, is self-love, right?
Star's in now. She got her mug in here now.
Okay. So what we're talking about today is self-love, and we've just started to really look among ourselves briefly, like how does self-love show up in our life growing up in our home, and mostly we just saw that it's been anemic. It's not really there. It's there, but not really there, and they showed up in different ways, but not really, right? So think for yourself, how was self-love modeled for you growing up? And so as we continue on with the conversation, oftentimes we've confused confidence with conceit. Because if somebody actually showed self-love, they're confident about themselves, but how we saw them was conceited. They stuck up.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. And so we get stuck in it's the dualistic, confident and conceited. We get stuck in those two distortions. And that has you think that because I love myself, I am somehow in opposition to you. I love myself, so that has me be in competition with you, right? It means I must think because you love yourself, what people think dualistically is I must think I'm better than you, or that you're inferior to me. And it keeps women in particular, because that's what I'm talking to, it keeps us from joining together because we think we're separate.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And these are false assumptions. And so today we're going to clear up some of those assumptions. Our own human insecurities are being projected onto the person who's reflecting the confidence. So then we look at them and go, they stuck up. But that's our own projection, our own lack of self-love over here. So we got to project and make them smaller. Okay, so everybody get that?
Yes. Well
because
said.
or we got to pretend like we're better than them, or we know more than them, right? So because most people are not operating from a high emotional vibration, they identify with the thought form and the separation frequency. I'm separate from you, we can't be together. It generates the lower frequency and has them thinking that any person who loves themselves that much or think that they are that, they must be egocentric or egomaniac. Yeah, is that what we think about people when they exude that kind of confidence?
Yeah.
I think in the past.
Yes.
In the past, yeah.
In the
Some of
past,
us have, yes,
not now.
some of
Maybe
us
that.
have grown past that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, Evelyn, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, that's what. Yeah, when I see a woman to just be out there, be like, "Woo! I wish I could do that." Some of it, some of it, yeah. It's like,
Yeah.
Lord. Yeah.
Right. And so what tends to take the place of self-love being extended from me to you is because we get separated, it becomes our arrogance or narcissistic or conceit start to seep into our consciousness.
Mhm.
And when we place our love for ourselves above our love for another, when we jockey for position while putting others down, thinking we're going to lift ourselves up, that is not self-love. Those are our own insecurities and our own separation. Self-love is not about separation. It's not about comparison or hierarchy. Self-love has nothing to do with anyone else. Self-love is only about your relationship with yourself.
Mhm.
It's about spending time with yourself, learning yourself, nurturing yourself. It's about being kind to yourself, compassionate,
Mhm.
generous, accepting all aspects of yourself, the good, the bad, and the ugly. See, mostly we want to show the good, and you will talk to our friends about the bad, but we ain't never gonna let you see our ugly. You got to make sure nobody ever sees that.
Mhm.
And one thing is that the authenticity and the transparency. We don't understand that being able to share the good, the bad, and the ugly and be transparent about it, it gives us a lot of power. It actually gives you superpower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because somebody knows when you're not being forthright with them.
Mhm.
Can't you
That's
tell when
true.
somebody holding back?
Mhm.
I'm sorry. Can't you
Yeah.
feel like when somebody's holding back? So you start
Yeah.
to question if they straight or not, if they telling you the truth or not. Isn't that what happens?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely so. You get suspicious.
Right? So that's the main part about self-love. Okay, hold on. Oh, wait a minute. Right? So then what becomes important after that? What becomes important after that is how to fill up your own cup. So when it comes to self-love, how do you guys fill up your cup? What's some of the things that you do to create and garner a healthy relationship with yourself? What are some of the things that you guys do? What, not you guys, what are some of the things that you ladies do?
Well, this is Deetra. One thing I do is my self-talk is high. So I speak to
Okay.
myself, you know, all through the day, about high spiritual things, just very positive things. Yeah. My self-talk is positive.
Okay.
Mhm. Mhm.
Okay. High self-talk. That's really good, Deirdre.
Mhm.
We're going to do a whole section on that, but not today, but that's a good one. What else? What do you
Okay.
guys do to
I
fill up your own cup?
I pamper myself. You know, I take time out and just pamper
Okay.
myself, do facials, relax, nice bath, or maybe go get a massage, meditate, just spend time with myself.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Those are all good. Really good. Y'all doing good with self-love. What else? Anybody got anything? Anybody have something that hasn't been said? That what do you do to fill your cup to sustain your own self-love? What are some of the
But
things
this is
that you do?
Deetra again. One thing for me
Okay.
is surrounding myself around people on the same page. You know,
Okay.
that really helps me, you know, as I go through my day or week or whatever. You know, being around people that
Okay.
I can confide in
Surround
and
yourself
talk
with
to.
like-minded people. Really good.
Yes.
Powerful.
For me, this is Barbara. For me, I do meditation, but I look in the mirror because sometimes that's a place you don't want to look at, and then I celebrate what I have.
Yes.
And the things that I am unhappy with in my body or whatever I see that's where I put attention to love it more.
Mhm.
Mhm. For me, what I
Okay.
do,
Really
I'm,
good. Really good, Barbara. Anybody who really don't have anything that they do?
well, I do, in those instances where, like when you were talking about a part of you that you don't want other people to see. And
Mm-hmm.
sometimes when I get in that space where I'm angry or um I, I'm kind of ugly and I don't like what I see and feel in myself, I
Mm-hmm.
do a deep self-analysis and I try to figure out
Okay.
what is it that has triggered me to go into areas where I'm angry and what can I do to avoid going in that space again so that when the situation comes up, I know how to handle it in a different way. So
We lost.
I need to be able to make
Did we
sure
lose
that
your sound or is it me?
I don't know.
We hear you good.
Yeah. So I just need to find out what my triggers are and to notice the triggers when they come up
Hey,
to
y'all, I'm
make
frozen.
sure that I help myself love myself by not allowing me to go in that space again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You know, on that
Very
note,
good.
Stacy
Very good, Stacy. Thanks for sharing that. Go ahead,
and
Deidre.
Stacy, can I share something, Reverend Omani?
Yes, yes, please do.
Okay, on that note, Stacy, when things trigger me and want to lead me into a bad mood, you know, I use humor. I try to switch it around to something that I find funny. You know, and that kind of eases the tension with being in a bad space. So I don't know, that might help you. I don't know, but for me, yeah, just trying to make it funny.
Yeah, I'll definitely
Okay.
try that. Yeah, I can see how that could work.
Okay, but so let me say something about that. Okay,
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
You're freezing up, Rev.
Yeah.
You're
Oh.
frozen, baby. While she's disconnecting, Evelyn, you've been wanting, I keep seeing your mouth and somebody else jumps in. You got to jump on in now.
Okay. Well, no, I was gonna say, you know, I have made note to the fact that these houses built by Habitat for Humanity, the bathtub, I don't know who they made these bathtubs for. So taking a bath, Joy, for me is a little bit of a challenge because it's too low, it's not big enough, and okay. So, you know, when I pamper myself, I do take time, you know, to like fill the tub up and I sit on something high because getting down that low, somebody gonna have to come with a crane and get me out.
Mm-hmm.
So along with that, what I have started to do is that when things come up, because I scroll Facebook, when things come up and they interest me, you know, now Spirit says, you're going, you know, Spirit talks up now because I listen, you're going. So like I went to the dial thing and now Donald is having a make and take in a couple of weeks. He hasn't set the date yet. He said, look for the date in a couple of weeks. It'll be in February. And I said, I put on there, I'm going. I'll see you there.
Mm-hmm.
So
awesome.
myself where I would say, you know, nah, I'll stay home. No, I want to go experience something new, something different.
Yeah.
So experience someone else's make and take, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, he has a lot of stuff.
One of the
I have
things
one
that I
thing
do.
that I do. Oh, you can go ahead.
Go ahead, Leanne,
You
because I know you're
guys hear
driving.
me now?
Oh no, I'm just sitting in the quick trip parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
I
I'm frozen again. Oh my God, I'm hating it.
Yes, go
One-
ahead. Go ahead.
Oh,
Go ahead, Leanne.
well, it's two
Am
things
I
that I
still
do.
frozen?
You're frozen, but we can
Okay,
hear
so
you.
we might have to switch this around.
Mm-hmm. Go
Okay.
ahead, Leanne.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
we
we
can
can
I
hear
can
you.
hear you.
Yes. Go ahead, Leanne.
Oh, I
Okay.
wanted to make sure y'all got it together too.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go back to, wait a minute, hold on.
We want to hear what Leanne said.
Oh, mine's is simple. It's two things. It's one thing I love is my water float, my water therapy float.
Mm-hmm.
I really love my float. I really love my float. A lot of times it seems like if life is kind of like too much, I love to go get my float. But now I love to go get my float just because I want to float. And my second thing is I
One
love
second,
sitting.
I'm gonna have to switch this around. Just give me difficulties like this.
Go ahead.
I,
What do I do?
I love sitting
Child.
outside and listening to the birds and watching the squirrels. I love when I do that and I'm around my trees in the backyard because it gives me a chance to just be with the birds and with the squirrels. I love watching them get their food. I love watching them play with each other. I love that escape. And I think I associate that with self-love because it's like, it feel like I'm in love with just being. No thoughts, no nothing. Just, I love those moments.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah.
That's
And you
great.
know,
That's
for
great.
me, I think about my victories. You know, things that I have accomplished, how I handle things. I think about that as my self-love. I love, yeah, I'm cool. I'm cool. You know, I told my granddaughter, I said, baby, your grandma is cool. I'm really cool. I have good friends, and you know, I'm cool to hang with. I am. They
That's
ain't no,
the self-talk that Deirdre was talking about.
yeah, and I love to
Mhm.
dance. And
Mhm.
you know, I'll just dance, dance, dance. And I love for celebration, I love to swing, to go outside and swing. I love to swing. Mm-hmm. So
What is floating?
uh,
Leanne,
Y'all,
what is
y'all talked about it before. You know, the water deprivation
oh,
float in the salt water. Y'all talked about that one before.
yeah, okay.
The salt water,
We can
yes.
do
I
that
love
here in Detroit. I'd love to do that.
yeah,
There was
yeah.
one thing where I got really cut off. It's when Deirdre was talking about, like, she used laughter, and laughter is fine, right, in the moment to ease the tension between two people or whatever is going on. But at the same time, go back when you're with yourself and really look at what was said that had you be triggered. Because if you really start to look at your triggers, you can actually start to have breakthroughs, so that thing no longer triggers you anymore.
Mhm.
Okay, okay.
Because laughter is a way of distracting that you don't feel good about something that's going on, but you never
Mm.
really deal with what you feel, what feeling that brought forth. And I'm into like feeling good all the time, and so you can't bury it, because if you bury it like with a distraction, you don't actually really get to the thing that has you be uncomfortable with or being triggered. So I have a really, really great exercise, and if you guys remind me, we'll do it later. But today I want to continue with this conversation, and I'm gonna see if I can, hold on a second, if I can move this over.
Thanks for sharing that, Reverend Omani.
Okay, yeah, because otherwise, the thing that you're triggered about, it'll just go in the background and wait for the next time to trigger you about the same dang thing again.
Okay, yeah, I can see that.
Right? And so I'm more into let's get it complete. And I'm trying to figure out how to make this small enough. Oh, here we go. Minimize it. Okay, if I minimize it, y'all can still hear me, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. All right.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so that piece right there. So, but the part I want to talk about when I was talking about, like, what do you guys do? Because the thing when it comes to self-love, where healthy relationships and healthy self-love is created from the inside out.
Mhm.
It's from the inside out. And so that's really, really important when you're trying to figure out what the heck is going on. Right? Anytime you find yourself complaining about the people in your life, somebody that pissed you off, got you triggered, it's really, really your soul telling you that you aren't giving yourself the things, you're not giving those things that you're complaining about or pissed off about, you're not giving them to yourself. That's a revelation. You think it's them. No, it's really you, because it's coming from the inside out. So I'll give you guys an example in my own life. I'm a Libra. I'm a double Libra, as a matter of fact. And one of the things about me is loyalty and honor. You go be my friend, you got to be loyal and have honor between us. If you show me that you're disloyal or you don't honor me, it's over. I mean, really, for real.
That's a wrap.
It's a okay. And I'm really working on it through the Course of Miracles. You know, it's like for a while it's been okay, I forgive you. You can come to my party, but you can't sit at my table. Right? So, but out of doing this exercise and giving this some thought, I went, what? Loyalty and honor is not over there. It's not somebody being disloyal. It's where I am disloyal and not honoring myself. I was like, oh, snap. Wait, hold on. That turned on me real fast. Right? And it's been something there that's been there most of my life. Don't do that. Don't show me like you're not loyal to me. Like something's going on and me and you've been talking about it, then you go over there and do it and don't tell me you went and did it. And then somebody else come and tell me because I'm connected to Holy Spirit. So Holy Spirit already showed me if something going on. You know what I mean?
Right,
Then
right.
I'd be like, mm-mm. So, and the other part I like, because it's like, okay, in leading the Course of Miracles, I create tremendous relationships with people. And so, okay, I'm telling one on myself right now, this is the ugly part. Then you become mine. I've grown you up. I've had you stretch and expand yourself and know now you're mine. But people aren't mine,
No.
right?
Right,
And
right,
I
right.
become devastated if you leave, oh, they left me. Okay, Spirit said to me out of doing this exercise, where do you leave yourself? I was like, oh, snap.
Right.
Right? So I was like, okay, I'm actually complete that for myself. And I've been working with it, being nice about it, like saying the right words, but not in my constitution being okay about it.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yes, I do know what you
So,
mean.
or I'm gonna make it really real and I'm gonna make it really on the court. All right, because somebody that I really love and I've poured a lot of energy into this person, they sent me a text and we had a conversation about it and they said they were going to read with me and they were going to read with someone else. And I went, really? And so a week or so later, they call me back and they say, this is what they said, and I'm gonna show you how it worked before I got this information I just shared with y'all. It said, Grand Rising, Reverend Omani Grace, I love you and appreciate you more than you know. Well, okay, immediately that becomes a red flag. You starting off telling me you love me,
More than you know.
Okay, can you feel the bullshit coming? You can feel it coming. So here we go. It says, I'm choosing to read the Course of Miracles in one group because she was saying she was going to read in 2 groups. It's not wise for me to read twice. I'm really clear. Those aren't her words. The other person she's going to read with, those are her words. It says, I'm going to read with Dr. Jiwa and share what you showed up for me with everyone. I'm grateful for you and have nothing but love for you in my heart. Okay, I want you to know that don't feel like love in my heart. Okay. So before I really got that, nobody can leave me. And where if I left, you know what I mean? I'd be like, I ain't never left nobody. I'm loyal. No, if this is showing up in my space, it's letting me know it's missing over here with me.
Interesting.
Okay. So I know how to, Deirdre, use the right words. I said, I will let everybody know. And I knew that you weren't, I just said, I knew that you weren't going to read in 2 places. And I just said, stay in the flow, love you back. All is well with our soul. See, I know the right words to use.
Yeah.
But in my constitution, I'm going, that's some bullshit.
I got a question, Reverend.
Yes.
Is that a sense of something that we're taught?
What do you mean?
You feeling like that?
No, it's the
It's-
projection is off. I'm projecting, we're reflecting each other. So I
Okay.
reflected the disloyalty and honor. I'm lacking that. So it gets reflected back to me. So I can
Okay.
really get that it's me, it's not them.
Wow, that's
Okay. So
deep.
it's something that you were saying you're lacking within you. That's what
Yes. And so the
okay.
universe came and showed it to me. I'm going, you got to be loyal to me. I'm a Libra. Loyalty and honor is important.
But I'm saying I understand it's important, but is it something that maybe your mother, father felt throughout the years and something that was ingrained in you? You
No.
understand what I'm saying?
Oh no. And know where it really might came from for me is really I was the only girl.
Oh, okay. That
That's
says
where
a
it came
lot.
from. Yeah, that's where
That
it came
says a
from
lot.
for me.
Yes.
Yeah, right. That's where it came from. I was the only girl, so my friends was my friends.
Right.
Yes,
For life.
yes,
You my friend for life.
yes, yes.
Right. That's how it was, and that's not true. So healthy relationships are created from the inside first. Anytime you find yourself complaining about the people in your life, is really your soul telling you that you aren't giving these things to yourself.
Yourself.
No one is responsible to fulfill your needs except for you. When you carry around these expectations and that it's other people's responsibility to make you feel good, to make you feel loved, to make you feel worthy, our
Mm.
relationships become transactional and codependent.
Mm,
I did this for you. Now you need to do what you mean you're not gonna do this for me. I did this for you. That's what it
right.
becomes.
Yeah.
And out of that, we become resentful.
Mm.
Especially when you go to have them do something for you and they don't do it. If you want people to honor your time, your gifts, and your talents, then you must honor your gifts and talent and time,
Amen. Amen.
right? If you're yearning
Ashe.
to feel loved, feel good, feel beautiful and worthy and amazing, then you need to start loving yourself and making your own self feel good and beautiful, worthy, and amazing. Lack consciousness isn't just about the numbers in your bank account
Right.
or the material possessions you have or don't have. Lack consciousness is about the energies and emotions we are wanting to experience, but that we are not giving ourselves.
Well said.
Energies like kindness, laughter, and affection, relaxation, and play. When we love ourselves, we learn to give ourselves these energies and experiences instead of burdening the people in our life with the responsibility of doing it for us. Okay, y'all, what y'all hearing out of that?
Can I just share something,
Sure,
as you said
please.
a little bit before?
Please.
I had a friend who came into Grenada, and we went to school together, and every time we have to get together, there's always something I get uncomfortable with because we always button heads. And then I text my friends and said, guess what? I'm having lunch with so and so, etc. So this time I decided to do it a little bit different. So she called and we set up the plan. I was so uncomfortable. And before I left, I decided the problem was not her. It was me. It was a reflection. So, from the Course of Miracles with your group, I'm practicing. So I said to myself, I'm going to dinner with myself. So the conversation I'm having a conversation with myself.
Awesome.
So when she came, I tell you, in all these years, probably 30, 40 years of being friends, and that was the best meal I had with her.
Oh,
Even myself
wonderful.
was shocked. And the whole idea is just flipping that to know that it was not her that was the problem. It proved that because the conversation went really well. So I was going to lunch or to dinner with myself. What I said to myself is what I ought to speak about during this time. And everything just flowed. So thank you, Rev, for our Course in Miracles.
I just want you guys to know y'all are so brilliant because this is the conversation, but it's a conversation for us to look at newly because we're always talking about self-love, but it gives
Right.
me an opportunity to look at it from a different way. So
Yes. Yes.
I'm keeping track of the time because I want to do a couple of exercises, but I want to share this piece in here about, and then we're going to do a self-love exercise, right? But I want to say this part first. Self-love isn't just a spa day.
Right.
It's not as if you can treat yourself like crap on a daily basis, but because you get a facial, some massage once a month, you get your medi-pedi, makes you feel good. You think that you are dialed into self-love. It doesn't work like that.
No.
Self-love isn't just about your sensual indulgence or your spa treatments. Self-love is about how we relate to ourselves every minute of every day through the thoughts we allow into our minds about ourselves and through the words coming out of our mouth. Right? So let's talk about for a moment sustainable self-love. When we outsource, I can say extend. When we extend love, when we outsource love, and outsource in this case meaning when we're looking for love out there, right? We depend on others for the love that we're receiving. Then love can be taken from us, love can be lost, love can be abandoned, love can be lacking. But when we ourselves are generating love from within and extending that love outward, then it flows infinitely, always.
Yes.
That is powerful, y'all.
It is powerful.
Because in that case, I ain't gonna never have feel like I ain't got no love. Right? Just listen to what this is saying. When you yourself are generating love from within, everybody close their eyes and get present to the love within. You can feel it. Then extend that love, open your eyes and extend that love to everything you see around you. That love will always flow infinitely, always.
Yes.
So go within, feel your love, breathe your love, and then look out. Love will be just there. It'll just make you smile because it's coming
That's
from
true.
within. It's coming from within you, right? Seeking love outside of ourselves is not sustainable.
Not.
It doesn't even work because if we don't love ourselves in the first place, then the love that others shower upon us goes through the cracks in our consciousness and passes right through our spirit. So people can be giving us love, but if we're not present to that love coming from within, it won't even touch us. Because you're looking, yeah.
Yeah, I was just thinking about and then we want to be choosy about who we want to love. You getting love from this person, but that's this one I want. I want love
That's
from
the one I want to love me. Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But this is the part about I'll give you guys a little experience I had. Okay, I get that it's love and you got to give love, but sometimes people be like, I ain't giving them no love. I ain't got no love for them right now. And so I was having this conversation. I don't have no love for them right now. So, okay, so I'm a smart rat when it comes to my spiritual things and God. I'll be like, God, I ain't got no love for them. You need to send them some love right now and give them some of your love because I ain't got none for them. Right? I think I only got so much love for you and you have used it up. Right? My Holy Spirit said to me, okay, what you don't understand is all the love is coming from me.
Right.
The love you got, all the love comes from spirit. So what do you mean you ain't got no love? It's infinite. So here I go. Fine then. And I just threw him some love, like, here, there goes some love. Now leave me alone. Right? But I had to really get love is always available.
Yes.
Right? If you know how to tap in from within. And when you don't want to give some love to yourself or somebody, guess what? Love is still loving. Is another lesson I learned. Just because you ain't loving yourself and loving others, that don't mean love, stop loving. Right? So to be abundant is to be plentiful in spirit, which means to be able to give and receive sustainable love. This can only happen when you learn to love yourself. When we talk about sustainability as a society, we tend to focus on buildings and energy and agriculture. But the world is inviting us to expand our understanding of sustainability, to apply the concept to the living nature of human beings, which includes our emotions, having powerful, sustainable emotions. Mostly what's happening on the planet right now is people are emotionally imbalanced, right?
Yeah.
They do not have control of their emotions. So we're being asked to expand our understanding and sustainability about love and our emotions, and to apply the concept to us as human beings. And that includes our emotion, our self-esteem, our connection with spirit. Like, how do we sustain those things? How do we make it sustainable? When we find ourselves frustrated, agitated, and grumpy, it's usually because the ball on filling, because we've dropped the ball on filling up our own vessel first. So you guys had already started touching on this. When you start to feel frustrated, agitated, and grumpy, your love quotient is too low and you need to go fill up your tank, fill up your own cup.
Mm.
Can y'all hear that?
Yes,
That's
yes.
a quick fix to getting something handled. Oh, I'm low. It's the universe letting you know you low. Go fill up your cup. You know, I try to keep my cup in overflow, because really we ain't supposed to be giving no love unless only the love we're supposed to give is the overflow.
Right.
If you're not overflowing, you ain't got nothing to give. But who we are, we give, as particularly as women, particularly as Black women, we give till we don't eat.
Yep.
Give till we don't eat. Right?
And then we're irritated.
Because ain't nobody doing nothing around here, and I'm giving everything. And what's
Right.
y'all know the rant? Y'all know the rant.
Yes,
right?
yes, yes.
It means that, and when you start to get like that, it means that you are depleted. It means you're not getting enough rest, meditation, sex, nature. Like somebody talked about, I go out in nature and I be with the trees. You're not doing that. One of the things that I do is go by the water. It's why I want to live in St. Clair Shores, because the water is like palpable and in the air. It
Yeah.
just keeps me calm, right? Or whatever activity or experience that you pinpoint for yourself as self-care practices that allow you to supply your own storehouse of wellness so that you can stay lit up about yourself and your life. It all depends on us. It all depends on you. We all need to supplement the basics, food, water, and shelter, to fortify and nourish ourselves so that we're not leaking our emotions and our depletedness onto other people and expecting them to anticipate our needs in advance and to take care of us. Like, how many of you have said before, you knew I was going to need this, why you didn't? Right? So it always means that we always need to be focused on amping up our self-love. When you start to feel depleted, it means that you've given too much and given to yourself too little. Right? So
Say something.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Leanne.
Okay, so far, I want to do a recap for myself and for, I guess, others too. But, this is very interesting because it feels like I'm hearing deep down inside my soul something that I could reflect on for the rest of the day, maybe tomorrow and next week too.
It's something
If I
that you
find judgment
go
that I
ahead.
can reflect on, something
Yeah.
I can reflect on. If I find judgment in someone else, something that somebody else is doing or not doing, so you're saying that's a clear indication that that area is not filled in my cup. Like it's something in my cup it's like a sign, like a red flag. You're saying.
Yes.
I hear that so clear. Like I hear that so clear. If I'm finding somebody, oh, she always late, or he always doing this, or I can't believe she's still in that situation. That is a red flag for me to say, hey, something in your cup ain't full.
Yeah, where are you doing the same thing? That's your issue. That's your issue being reflected back to you. For you to bring and be responsible for nurturing yourself and because nobody's responsible for that nurturing you but you. It's not anyone's else's responsibility to nurture you. That's your responsibility. And if it's coming at you like that, it's letting you know that that's a place where you are weakened and you need to shore it up. You need to, put some, like now, loyalty and honor won't be the same for me anymore. Because I know that ain't coming from over there. That's coming from over here. And I'm responsible for it coming over here. I'm responsible for feeling like somebody left me. That's over here with me. That's not over there with them. People are free to come and go in my life however they please or see fit for themselves, for their growth and training and development.
And you know, Rev, when you're saying that it also is like considering where that is showing up for somebody else when I do that, how are they feeling?
Yes.
Oh wow, that I'm making them feel what I'm thinking is true to me, right? That they are, how did I leave them?
Yes.
When I did that to them.
Yes. When you showed up.
Yeah.
Yes. When like you're like, oh, they didn't honor my time, my gifts, or my talents. Okay, but where have you done that to somebody else? Not honor their time, their gifts, or their talents.
And how they make them feel.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you and looking at things this way, you guys, you'll cut some of your crap out real quick. Yeah, you'll cut it out. You'll just cut it out.
I have a question.
Sure, Lakeisha.
I listen to that, and a lot of times I hear when that reflects on you. So let's just say you in a relationship, and this person have, I guess, based off of your commitment to each other. One of the commitments was, no infidelity.
Can you come on screen, dear?
And they do infidelity. I've never been a cheater. I've never been a cheater, but I have been cheated on. So how is that a reflection on me or something that's
okay? But you got to really, really look deeply within yourself, because you cheating somewhere, because the only way cheating can show up for you is that you're a vibrational match for cheating.
Yeah.
That's what they say, but I've never cheated on anyone.
No, you cheated somewhere. It may not be in a relationship. It could be in business. It could be on a test. It could be somewhere you cheated. That's the only way cheating can show up.
Oh, okay. Cheating somewhere in another area or something sometime in your lifetime is what you're saying.
Yes, you done cheated somewhere. That's the only way. You've cheated somewhere and you tried to hide it, and you ain't forgiving yourself for cheating. So it comes up.
I mean, when I was,
and it doesn't
when I was younger, you know what I'm saying? I'll be looking at somebody's paper trying to get the answer.
It doesn't have to look the same. It doesn't have to look the same. It doesn't have to be that, well, I never slept with nobody else. It doesn't have to look the same.
No, you cheated though. You cheated somewhere, tried to look on their paper. That was cheating. And you tried to act like you didn't do it so you could still be innocent. But in your consciousness, in your spirit, your high self know you cheated, trying to act like you ain't no cheater.
Some people have background.
In that same form, it'll show up in another form.
Yeah, it's gonna show up. You got to know that it's somewhere, so you got to be willing to look for it because it's there.
So that's you need to forgive that person.
Yes, but you got to be willing to look to see it. But I really want to acknowledge you, Lakeisha. Lakeisha has asked me that question like 3 or 4 times. She is like freaking unstoppable. She finally got the answer, but it took her 3. She like, okay, let me try this again. And she came back in again.
Right.
I told her what it is.
I know how can you be responsible for somebody else and they create their own experience and their own reality? So how can they lifestyle, what they create for themselves, how does that reflect on you? So that's been a hard concept for me because everybody, their own individual, they create their own experience and their own reality based off of their stuff, based off of what they say, what they feel in there, all that. So
okay, but wait, hold on. Okay, hold the phone.
Confused.
Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Okay, now I'm about to take all y'all higher from what she's saying. I'm taking you higher conversation right here. Everything you see is a projection from your own mind. There ain't nobody out there, and there ain't no out there. Everything that you're seeing is coming from within you, being projected out into the world. Just like everything so that's how come it is right now 14 of us on this call, but there's only one mind. We created the body to separate ourselves, but we're not separate. We're one mind. So it ain't nobody out there. And everything that we see is projection of what we're thinking. Listen, that's a hard concept to get, but it's the higher consciousness concept of the world right now. And last year, I worked on that concept all last year because I know you just did something to me. I know you just said something foul to me. And then when I start going, they didn't, that's me. Oh, shoot. I had to rearrange all my molecules.
That's true.
Understand what I'm saying? True. Yeah, you have to understand. You have to rearrange all your molecules inside of that because that's you doing that to you. Lakeisha, like, what the hell? You look at her face going, I don't like that. She don't like that one. Because whatever you're saying about somebody else, we're gonna get into the self-talk and how to correct your self-talk. But whatever you're saying about somebody else, you're saying about yourself, you'll cut out. I'll be like, I was just living with somebody that was like, this bitch, okay, there's some bullshit. And then I was like, oh, but you're talking to yourself. Oh, you know what, girl, I love you. You're awesome. You're great. And let me be quiet.
Right.
And I got
It
quiet.
Shut us up.
Because whatever I'm saying about her, I'm saying about myself.
Right.
I don't think so. Homie, don't play that. I ain't talking about myself that way. Love you. Who I become is love you.
Yeah.
That's really deep. That's real deep.
I told y'all I told y'all I was about to take y'all higher.
Wow.
But wait a minute.
And
Okay.
Lolly said, because she wrote it. Lolly said, you can cheat yourself. Where have you cheated yourself?
Yep.
Where have we cheated our own self?
Yep.
Right.
Finally gone, girl. That was good. That was good.
Ann has her hand up.
Which really comes from everything is coming from us. It's coming from you. It's you. It's not them. Who had got their hand up?
Leanne has her. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
So would I be right or wrong if I say some people come from different backgrounds and different mindsets? Like if some people from the islands or different places, some places people have more than one lady. And if that's a part of them, or like a woman could have been brought up as have one man on the side or whatever. If something is part of your upbringing and part of your, your belief system, and it's just something that you do, does that necessarily mean it's still the other person's fault? Because some people actually in other cultures really believe that it's okay to have more than one person.
Okay, this is the part I want to say about that. That is, we have to realize that we are reincarnated beings. We ain't just been the same every time you die and come back, die and come back. You ain't the same. You could have been Caribbean in the past and did the cheating. But it's coming up for you to clear it up this time. Guess what? We weren't women in the past life. We were men because we go back and forth. Man. But like right now, we're women this time. Next time we come back through, we gonna be the man. And it goes back and forth and back and forth. Y'all think y'all been black every time? Y'all ain't been black every time. We've been all the religions. We've been all the races. So don't get caught up on one thing because you're not. But guess what? We black this time because who we was when we was white. We was just as treacherous as they were.
Yeah, so true.
And so we got to really take accountability for that in terms of the whole world scope and that we're holding the consciousness of it all. Because guess what? The wars that is going on in the world are so terrible and all the children that's gotten killed. Well, guess what? We kill our kids every day in America.
We do.
We don't feed them. We don't take care of them. So all the war is about all the ways we war with ourselves individually that's coming out through the collective consciousness being demonstrated on the planet.
Okay. Ooh.
All right. So it's like we got to bring peace to the thing, because if we don't bring peace to the thing, ain't none of us gonna be here to even have these kind of conversations. Now I want to have this one. Okay, so listen, y'all, we're gonna go like 5 minutes over because I don't want to talk about that no more. I want to do this last infusion of self-love that we can keep all the time. Shayna can't pull into the driveway. I need to help. Oh, okay. Have a great day. Okay. Thank you, Evelyn. But listen to the tape later because you're going to need this exercise, right? So right now, what we're going to do is we're going to do a quick exercise to infuse our body with amazing high vibrational energy through the breath. The breath, as you all know, I always tell you, breathe, take 3 breaths. Breath is a powerful tool in most spiritual traditions, right? We use breath to call upon the air spirits to bring certain energies into our body by the way of the breath. Breathe in peace, breathe out chaos, breathe in love, okay? Use the breath to bring it in, to bring it forth. You can bring in any energy into your body that you want. But for this one, we're going to use self-love, right? Okay, this is a great way to develop mental, emotional, and spiritual immunity because self-love is what allows us to move through the world unaffected by external events or circumstances. When we are in love with ourselves, we are untouchable. You can practice this lying down, but we're going to do it sitting up so that you can be sure. So we're going to do it sitting up. You want to practice this one. If you can, take your shoes off, bare feet. Don't have your legs crossed or your arms crossed. Because when you have your arms or legs crossed when you're meditating or doing the exercise, if they're crossed, it locks the energy. Like, can you see the energy gets locked? Right? So we want the energy to flow. Be sure to remove anything that may be restricting you, watches, rings, anything that restricts you. Okay, so y'all ready? So everybody get comfortable. And Leanne, I see you're driving, so just be mindful. Okay. And you can listen to this later so you could actually practice it. So sitting comfortably in your chair with your feet touching the ground, start to take in deep breaths and becoming aware of your breath moving in and out. Start becoming aware of your breath moving in and out. And while you are on your next inhale and inhaling deeply, say to yourself, I breathe in self-love into my body. And every time you inhale, say to yourself, I breathe in self-love into my body. And if you like, you can put your hand over your heart. I breathe in self-love into my body. And as you exhale, I want you to feel the love circulating throughout your body. And you can also direct the love to go into your limbs or into your digits or your toes and your feet, your belly, into your brain, any part of your body that needs extra love. You can simply allow the love to cremate your body on its own accord. So let's breathe in. I breathe self-love into my body. Extend it. And now when you exhale, send the love and feel the love going all through your body, relaxing, just feeling the love. Inhale, repeating in your mind, I breathe more self-love into my body. Let's breathe it in. And as you release, feel the love flowing all through your body. If you sigh it out, you'll get more power with it. Let's take another deep breath and feel the love permeating every cell in your body. And we're going to do it for 1 minute. Continue to breathe in. And when you exhale, extend the love throughout your whole body from the top of your head to the tip of your toe. Breathe in love. And sigh it out. Feel the love all over your body. Breathing in the love. I feel love deep in my body. I feel self-love deep into my body. Now sigh it out. This is a powerful way to help yourself when you feel depleted and your energy is running low. Take a deep breath, breathing in self-love deep into your body. A little bit more. And now sighing it out, feeling the love. Whew, all the way through your toes. You can always use this exercise to give yourself a jolt of self-love. And so when you're ready, come back into the space. All right, you guys, that's class for today.
Thank you, thank you, thank
Woo-hoo,
you.
that was good.
Very good,
That
very
was
good.
great.
Yes.
Okay, so give me 1 or 2 people. What are you guys taking away from the circle? I always like to know what people are taking away from the circle. And you guys, I'm going to do this a few more times, this piece on self-love, so we can get all the pieces in and so we can leave away with a good package of self-love for ourselves. So a couple of people, what you taking away from the circle, who'd like to say?
This is Deidre. I'm taking away an activity that I can use, a meditation that I can use and really make it really is pertinent for a daily, multiple times a day to do.
Yes.
That will help me.
Do you know that exercise right there will keep your cup full?
Yes, yes.
It's a quick way to fill your cup.
Okay,
Right?
I like that.
Okay, good. Who else?
I got fill up my own cup and keep love in the overflow.
Keep love in the overflow. Love it. One more person.
Look from within the love that I'm giving myself to make sure that the love that I'm giving myself is reflected outward.
Yes. Because if the love ain't reflected outward, Stacy, then you got to go back in and do some work so you can extend the love. Right? So it's because love comes from within. All right, you guys, good job today. And I invite you all to come back next week. And it was awesome. So thanks, Queen Aduni, for giving me a little nudge.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
you.
And I will post this show on Grand Rising Elizabeth itis.com. It will be in the archives automatically, but I'm going to put it on the front page for this day, for Thursday. So I will, where you see the shows of the week, sometimes I'll change the video.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Queen.
Find that. And it's a Grand Rising Elizabeth, Elizabeth.com. And so you could, find it real easy. All right, great show.
Thank you, everybody who saw the message and accepted my invitation today. I appreciate all of y'all. So good job.
So tomorrow we will have Sharon Sexton on. She has written a book. She's a historian, especially about Detroit. And it's going to be a really exciting show. She can flow. She knows that history. And so it'll be nice and exciting. 8 o'clock, though, we are going to have our team meeting. You're all on the team. You're all welcome. We're going to get some other things done. We're going to hit on the conference, lay that out so that we know what we're working towards in May the 3rd and 4th. Okay. Give you a big hug.
Yes.
And then, of course, the show starts at 9 o'clock. Give the world a big hug. Project that self-love out there. And sprinkle all the wonderful things you want on you, like the snow that is falling right here. Barbara, we do have snow. It's coming down right now.
Well, I am swimming.
Swim for us. Peace out.
Okay, peace. Love you guys. Thank you.
Thank you.